Right, and I am with Peter Caldo, who is the current president of the Goulburn Convoy for Kids. Pete, thanks for joining us, mate.
No worries, Kermie.
We had a brief little chat this morning while the trucks were pulling in, getting ready for the convoy, and a successful convoy it was.
Oh my goodness, yes.
There are a lot of trucks going down over the causeway, 237 registered, I believe.
That was our number today, round about there, yeah.
Was the number. I heard talking to a couple of guys last night that the Goulburn Convoy for Kids goes beyond just kids who've got cancer.
Yes.
Obviously, they're an integral part of,
Yes.
of a group that you support.
We're,
it's more than that. So tell us about that.
Our convoy committee is committed to helping any children with special needs. Being located in Goulburn, we're sort of central with Wollongong, Barrel, Sydney, Canberra specialists. So if a child gets diagnosis and they need care pretty quick, instead of having to wait on help from a government department or something like that, we give them the fuel money, we give them the accommodation money, we give them everything, because the last thing they need to worry about is what they're going to do to get help to help their child. So we try and make up that shortfall or that situation. That's and then worry about the heavy duty stuff later on. So,
yeah, that's terrific. And it's such an important part in the requirements. You know, if you've got a kid who's got a problem, whatever it might be, it goes beyond just say hospital care or research cancer or whatever it might be.
We do have a couple of requirements that we need to see if they've got an NDS thing, and then we can't, sort of double dip or upset that.
Right.
That's all changing, so we find more people are reaching out for this other sort of specialised help that we offer.
Okay.
We help a lot of our clients with their chemist bills. We have clients that regularly have to go and have updates, checkups, special fittings of helping, items. We pay for their fuel for them to go to Sydney. We also put money back into our local hospital. Last year, $15,000 of the money we made went back into the paediatric ward in our local base hospital.
Okay.
We've also helped some children from our local community that were going on the Terry Campese Foundation that went to Tonga, and they built a library and a computer room in a village in Tonga. This year we're in negotiations to give them a little bit more of a hand so they can take some underprivileged children across to Samoa. So things like that. So it's stuff that people see or don't hear, but if you don't get in there and give them a hand and give that little bit of helping hand, those kids might miss out or never get that opportunity.
Yeah, because you can't count on government dipping their hands in their pockets, and that's probably a bit glib of me to say that, because government's helping in a lot of ways. But
this all started from 2 or 3 blokes having a beer in a pub. This year's our 26th year. Last year was our 25th anniversary.
Okay.
We had one of our attendees, a regular attendee from down in the Camden area. He's attended all 26 convoys. We gave him a little gift last year for the 25th anniversary one, and he turned up in the original first ever issued Convoy for Kids hat. We had that with him on the day as a bit of a thing, so that was pretty exciting. That was Shane, he's been here again today, a wonderful supporter. We've got people that, one of our past presidents, Brian Webb, he was president for 9 years. and Brian said it was time to get some younger people in. I'm not young, but Brian's grandsons and son and so forth are involved in our committee. So it's there.
So you've got that next generation coming through, which is really important, and it's not easy to do.
And these young guys are following their grandfather's footsteps. They're both truck drivers, just starting out. So they put their time away. That's another thing I can't appreciate enough. The guys, like we had a bit of a tongue-in-cheek thing, the dirtiest truck trophy today.
Yes, I know. Because I was one of the judges.
I went to the guy's truck that turned up at 7 o'clock this morning from Melbourne, and he's given the truck a bit of a hose down. The weather looked a bit out there. We've been lucky, a little bit of rain, but the weather was a bit out there, and he thought, I'll just do a bit of tyre paint and take her and see how it goes. So he's ended up coming away with the trophy, which is a pretty good effort.
And side on, when we came up to that truck, from side on, and the reason I asked you to stop, because I thought, this is a mint-looking truck, and then I walked around the front, I went, maybe we got a candidate for the dirtiest truck, but it was only from the front. Yeah. And I didn't see the presentations, but I gather he took it in good humour.
Yeah. So
any award's better than no award.
His trophy was a truck wash broom and a bottle of truck wash. So as we said, we like to have a little bit of a fun with our local. We had a good roll up from the ACT today. There were quite a number of companies that rolled up from the ACT. The Western Sydney Truck Club comes up. They're regular guys. They come every year. And of course our local community that employs our local drivers. A couple of the bigger companies were here today, and without their support and their drivers' support, Saturday's a working day, so much as this bloke either took a day off or whatever.
I noticed quite a few of them got out fairly early.
Yeah.
I know a couple I spoke to said, we're on the road this afternoon.
Yeah, we've got to work. So,
yes.
So it's
they were here when it counted.
Yeah. So, and the convoy when it starts, it's got a pretty straightforward route. We get a lot of support from the local police area. Goulburn Convoy Council are fantastic.
Someone said they turn off all the traffic lights.
Yeah, we try and make it so it's easier. There were, I think, a couple of sets left on today, but we had traffic control there and a police escort. So he gets a winker away from the traffic controller. We get all the trucks on the same channel on the UHF. We still get a little bit of, I won't say, copy northbound, this, that and the other on the radio, but most of they're pretty good. And then the traffic control people there.
That's copy southbound, folks.
And
better plug Brucey.
Yeah, better plug Bruce, he's a good fella.
Good people.
Yeah, so it's a thing where the local community gives back. And then we do get people from Canberra and so forth. And I try as a representative of our committee and our charity to attend their truck shows too. So I take a lot of the viewers have probably seen me little blown up oversized mobility scooter, a little mighty boy. So she gets around. That was donated by one of our local companies, and we've wrapped it and done what we done.
It's a wee rip of that. I think just over there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just around. It's always just around somewhere, Kermie. Yeah. So we do that.
We'll get some footage.
One of our privileged things we do, we take one of our special needs kids, children, have a ride. We had that all set up today, and young Bo Cosgrove is our man that was chosen this year to go, and Bo wanted to have a ride in a Mack. Okay. So I talked to a very, very good friend of ours, Derek Waters, who's got quite a nice cab over Mack, and I think Bo he'll never forget having a ride in that Mack. So I was driving through the main street, through the convoy, I saw my grandson, and I pulled up and said, "Here, boy, get in here." So I still got to give one of the local kids a ride in the mighty boy in the convoy. So it all worked out at the end of the day. It was really good.
It's such a good cause, and it's indicative of the truck industry. The general public, and I know, the townsfolk have come along here today and they've had a look at the trucks and in all their glory, and they've seen what you do. But the general public, largely speaking, is still scared of trucks and truckies. And the attitude that a lot of it propagated by media over the years, admittedly not as bad as it was, but it's still there. A lot of people have no concept of how much effort the truck drivers and trucking companies and groups such as yourself go to help people.
Yeah, yeah.
And truckies are the first to put their hands up every time.
Yeah, we
take your hats off, guys, and give yourself a pat on the back.
We endeavoured this year to have one of our local crane companies here with 2 of their cranes. We set the cranes up, and you know that's a no-go zone for a child in a work situation or whatever.
Yeah.
Maybe have a look through the fence. They could walk up and look at it today. We had a Komatsu loader here. We had another Hydrema tip truck, that high rail that does all sorts of things.
Yep.
We had our tarp tying competition. So I don't know. I did put a bit of a spool out earlier in the week to say, you know, bring your gloves, bring your things, and see how quick we can tie this tarp. We had a very, very good friend, Ralph Hetherington from down at Bega. He bought his V16 Detroit, and he was up at the snake show we had here. We had some reptile show here today to talk about snakes and let people
the things
see
I
the
missed.
So Ralph,
that's your fault, mate. I had to go and judge.
I know. So
next year,
you can't. There's just so much you can fit into a day, and we try to get, you know, kids can come and have a look at an Australian, you know, death adder or a brown snake or a tiger snake or whatever.
Yeah.
And we got the truckies can have a go at the tarpon competition. They can bring the kids.
Oh, you had the fair going.
They pay that. Yeah, we had 9 rides, the Dodgem cars, the Sizzler, everything. Mum and Dad pay their $10. The child gets a stamp coming through the gate, and if they want to ride that Dodgem car ride 50 times, all good, jump on. That's all. There's no charge for the rides.
Oh, really?
Yep. Your mum and dad pay an entry thing. It's about the kids, Kermie. It's about giving back to the community, and it's about not picking or choosing whether mum and dad runs a company with 50 trucks, or mum and dad have got 1 truck, or they're living with Auntie Thelma. Just come along. $10 is not a lot of money. It goes to a good cause. And then if the kids want to, you know, get on and have rides over and over and over again.
Try taking your kids to the Royal Melbourne or Royal Sydney show.
I recently went to a really great turnout up at Temora. We went up there, and the comparison in 3 rides and the Dodgem cars for X amount of dollars or each, you know, like $50 note would walk away pretty quick. So we try and do it. Give back to the kids, give back to the community, and say, look, come along to our day. And
well, every time I had a chance to look around, there were a lot of kids having a lot of fun.
Yeah, and we had it.
You put smiles on their faces.
Face paint, ice cream. We had the lolly man here. I've got to thank our sponsors. We've got a great heap of sponsors. They're all listed on our website. Our information about our charities on our website at Convoy for Kids Goulburn. .com.au. We had steer tyres donated for our auction. We had High Drive and FTI. They donated the King Chrome toolkit. They donated a fridge. There was just so much. Fire pits. There's a yellow bike. I might have saw during the auction. There was a yellow push bike.
Yes, yeah.
In the Goulburn community, that's the town bike. Okay, which will hit home with some of our, friends in the industry. But so that town bike gets auctioned at charity nights, and then when the next charity event comes on, the previous winner of that bike then gives it to the next charity.
Oh, okay.
So we auction it off. And then, I can't think offhand who it's going to from us, but it'll go to a local charity, and then they auction it off, they keep the money, and then they take it to the next charity. So there's a lot of people rode that bike, and a lot of people have owned that bike, but there's a lot of charities that have benefited from that bike
from it, and the people were bidding pretty willingly too.
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on. When I walked out there earlier, and I was busy taking some videos, so I didn't see what was actually being auctioned. But it was going like $5,000, $5,500, $6,000, $7,000, $8,000. What are they bidding on? I never did find out.
That was our custom-made outdoor unit. Went for $8,000, which started life out of some 44-gallon drums. And then it had a nice wooden seat outdoor area, and then another 44-gallon drum. You could sit your beer on while you're having a beer. You could open up with ice inside. And then when the ice finishes, there's even a tap on the bottom to let the water out when the ice melted. So I think that went for $8,000.
Good design.
We had a set of tools. The toolkits I think went for $5,800. So yeah, really, really, really good. really good day.
Yeah.
So I have no idea. People say to me, how many trucks? And then they say, how much do you make? And I'm thinking, like, we're not ready to pull the gazebos down yet, so maybe we haven't stopped making money, I don't know. But yeah. So I can't thank the committee enough. I've thanked the sponsors, I can't thank the committee enough. We have a group of about 25 people, and they never miss a meeting, they never do anything, and we will start working on next year's convoy from tomorrow, because that's what it takes to do this stuff now.
Yes.
To do the traffic planning, to make sure the rides are going to be here, to make sure everything's organised. It's getting so busy now with things happening since our old mate COVID went away. People just want to get out, and you know, you got to have your name in there and have them booked now, otherwise we're not going to get them.
Yeah. So you spend a year planning, and everyone runs around for a week madly setting everything up,
and then on the day,
and it's
4
gone.
or 5 hours and she's done and dusted.
It's done and dusted, and then there's I don't know if people have seen. I'm sure they have behind you that people have been packing up. That'll go on for quite some time yet. I'll just go around here and they're trying to work out how to get this thing down safely in the wind.
Oh no, I've got a dinner booking for my wife and I at 6 o'clock, so I think we'll be done and dusted by 6 o'clock.
Well, you better be. That's going to be at the Bolo.
It probably will be, yeah.
There's
so
a fair
a
chance
little bit to gather for our committee and some special guests, and just a little bit to give back to them. That sponsorship and that stuff comes from the Railway Bowling Club in Goulburn. That's part of our sponsorship deal with them. The Wyong Leagues Foundation, which owns our local bowling club, they last year gave us $15,000 as a grant to help us out with our day and so forth. So that's why I make it a cheap day and a big good day out and a fun day out for the kids, because we get so much sponsorship and help from the local community.
Support, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's wonderful, mate. Well, it was a great event. I'm glad I came my first time here.
Yeah.
I'll be back next year.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, it's on the permanent list now.
Yeah.
And I'll look forward to covering it again next year. But meantime, thank you for your time.
Thank you
for inviting me up here. I do appreciate it.
I can't thank you enough.
And we will probably cut back to some of the trucks coming across the whatever the road is from Macca's.
Sydney Road.
Oh, well, there you go. the whole Sydney Road. I should have remembered that from hauling the Hume.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Make sure you like and subscribe.
Good on you, mate. Thanks, Pete.
Thank you.
Terrific. Goulburn Convoy for Kids. A great event, obviously doing the right thing by children, not only with cancer but in other areas, which we have talked about with Peter Coldo. But right now, there can only be one lead truck, and that happens to belong to Carsten Gebhardt. How are you, Carsten?
Good, thanks, mate. How you going?
Good. Congratulations on being the lead truck.
Yeah, it was a bit unexpected, but yeah, happy to take it.
Okay, so what was the deal with getting that?
Well, just basically entering and paying that $100 fee to being the I was in the raffle sort of thing for the fuel, I guess.
Oh, right, so it was $40 to enter, but if you want to go in a raffle to be lead truck, you paid an extra 60?
No, 60 to enter and then...
And another 40?
40, and I actually paid 100 by accident, and it was after I realised that I'd entered the raffle thing, so I was like,
okay.
all the money's going to a good cause. So
yeah, well, that's right, and we got a young one here who's gone camera shy at the moment.
Yeah.
What's her name?
This is Indy.
Hello, Indy.
Say hello.
How are you, sweetheart?
She's full of lollies.
Hey? Full of lollies.
Fine time.
So tell us a bit about the truck, mate.
Yeah, 85 Caterpillar, 85W model, 3406 Cat, 18-speed double overdrive, Kenworth 8-bag and Rockwell diffs. Yeah, bought it off Neil's at Colac 7 or 8 years ago. They had it for, I think, 27 years. And I can't remember who owned it before that, but they'll soon tell me, I'm sure. Yeah, got it, pulled it apart, spent a lot of money on it, still spending a lot of money on it. And
That's a working truck, or?
not now, no. I've got a 45-foot freezer trailer I decked out as motorhome, and I use it to just go to truck shows and travelling. And I've actually got another W model which I work. So it's I think I'm up to 9 or 10 trucks in the shed now.
Those old freezer trailers are great because they're so well insulated.
Yeah, it's insulated, it's really good, and
for
we've done a few
any sort of weather, really.
We've sort of travelled in it from Melbourne right up to Cairns and across the Gulf and Daintree and all that. And yeah, it was a good idea to do it, and yeah, we certainly get around in it, the old girl, and she's a...
What do you do for a living?
Trucks and machinery, and done interstate, done earth moving, done a bit of everything really, and mostly now I'm a stay-at-home dad with her, so...
Oh, okay.
Since she's come along.
And you're a go-out dad with her today, so...
Yeah, I've got to take her out because Mum's working, so yeah, been at home for about 18 months with the baby, and
I did that. I did that for a few years, actually.
Yeah, it's a challenge.
But isn't it makes you a great proponent for women's rights, doesn't it?
Well, it teaches you a bit about patience and
how hard the job is.
Sometimes I think it's easy to deal with the NHVR, but
yeah, look, it is.
It's good when I get a couple of hours a day when she's sleeping. I can go out in the shed and polish some chrome, but I get a couple of days a week now. She goes to like early learning centre. So yeah.
Oh, mate, you'll never regret these years this period you have with her. It's special. Right. That's what I found looking back, and it creates a bond that earlier in life that kids don't get with dads necessarily.
That's right.
So
yeah, that's what
true.
I have got an older daughter who's 19, Ella. G'day, Ella.
Yep.
And I was away a lot when she was little. I was on the road all the time, and so. Not making up for it, but yeah, just taking a bit of time to enjoy it. And luckily, Mum's got a good job, and she can sort of help support us all. And
cool.
And I just keep playing with trucks. Yeah.
So, why Convoy for kids for you?
Well, when I was starting out in trucks, Goulburn was a good place to me. I used to work for a bloke called Kevin Nosworthy here, and when he ran out of work for me, he actually introduced me to Mick and Andy Dival. So I known a lot of the blokes here in Goulburn for the last 35 years, I suppose, working with them, and they've always supported me and been good mates, and just part of the crew here in Goulburn, really. I'm not from Goulburn, I'm from over sort of east of Canberra there near Bungendore, and but yeah, I've always been part of the family in Goulburn, and I feel just at home here as I do at home. So, and I always try to support the thing with the kids. And
it's a great cause. There are a few awards given out at the Goulburn Convoy for kids, and one of those awards is for the best truck. And the best truck this year, and I can say that with great confidence because I happen to be on one member of the judging committee, is this beautiful Mack R600. And it belongs to, if we can get him in front of the camera, young bloke, because everyone's young compared to me, by the name of Matt Webb. Matt, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks, mate.
Mate, congratulations.
Yeah, thanks.
Beautiful truck.
Thanks, Kurt.
Really special, inside and out. So, mate, tell us a little bit about the truck. How long you had it?
I've had it for about 8 years.
Okay.
8 or 9 years. We bought it off a farmer out at Marul, out near West Wyalong. Done a chassis up rebuild on it. Stripped it right down back to nothing. Put another engine in it. Put a bit taller diffs in it so it's not revving the engine so hard.
What motor did you put in?
237 Mack motor.
Yep. Yeah.
It had a 711 in it when we bought it.
Well, they're hard to find, the bits and pieces that you needed?
Not really. For a start it was, and then once you get the contacts, it's amazing what you can actually find for these old trucks. Yeah. They used a lot of parts up into the 80s, so there's a lot of trucks around still, Mack trucks, and a lot of people supply stuff out of the States, so yeah, you can find bits and pieces, yeah.
And you'd always wanted one of these?
Dad did. I'm more of a Kenworth man, but Dad always wanted a Mack with a quad box in it, teach us how to drive the quad box.
So is that why you got this truck?
Yeah. Yep.
So you could drive a quad box.
That's right.
But you're not 18.
No.
So you'd already been driving.
That's right.
But that wasn't good enough for your old man. You had to learn to drive the way they used to drive.
That's right.
Driving properly.
Yep. Yeah. I was lucky. I started in a W model. A lot of people started in older stuff than that. But anyway, this thing turned up. Dad was keen, so we ended up getting it. And as you can see, it's turned out okay. Yeah.
Mate, it is mint. It really is. It's a lovely truck. So how long did it take you to master the quad box?
I haven't.
Yeah, an honest answer.
No, I haven't, mate. I play with it a bit, and I can get there. But yeah, it's definitely an art for the blokes that used to do it. Yeah, good on them. Bloody terrific.
Yeah.
I struggle a bit.
And trying to keep it on the road at the same time.
Yes. Yeah, you learn that pretty quick. Go back to the old rules. Don't change gears through corners and stuff. So,
Yes. Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Mate, she's a beautiful truck, and I like the way that you've kept the colour scheme simple. You know, it's just white with nice scrolling on it.
Yep.
But not over the top.
Yep. Harold McCracken did the scroll work.
Sorry, who did?
Harold McCracken, crackers from down Albury, Wodonga.
Oh, okay. There's more than one McCracken.
Yep.
Doing that, isn't there?
Anyway, Dad's colour scheme basically was red and white, and he's a Roosters fan, so that was just my idea to do all that. So I know it's not original sort of Flintstone colours, but
Doesn't
that
matter.
was the way I wanted it. So
No, that's what's important. You're the one who's living with it.
that's it.
And no one ever said you're not allowed to repaint a car, so the same applies to a truck.
That's right.
You know, some people like to keep the original owner's stuff on it, and again, that's fine.
Yeah, that's right.
But it's all horses for courses, isn't it?
That's right. Yep.
Mate, congratulations on winning Truck of the Show.
Yeah, thank you for.
It is well
thanks for
deserved.
being the judge, mate.
And yeah, mate, my pleasure. I don't think there'll be too many arguments about that one.
Yeah.
And mate, thank you for your time.
Yeah, good on you.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Kermit.
Good to
on
meet you, Matt.
Yeah, you too.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate.